Grant Murnane from 5 Elements. Water, fire, earth, bacon and ice cream.
Those are my favorite elements.
You're on the wrong page, Steve.
We're still at the very bottom of the first page here with Grant Murnane making his debut for the 5 Elements MMA Club.
I like the 5 Elements guys. They're always really, really good. They mix it up. Lots of different styles, lots of different looks. Really competent team. Regulars here at Ballerina. Ballerina is now Europe's biggest amateur mixed martial arts organisation, and it's brought to you by Viking Warrior Nutrition and the Slaphead and the Giraffe podcast. Listen to the Slaphead and Giraffe podcast after this show and hear my fight of the night, performance of the night, maybe knockout of the night, maybe that's already decided.
I think so.
But check out the Slap and Giraffe podcast, interviews with some of the fighters, coaches, and also some of the UFC fighters and coaches, Bellator, Bama. We'll get everyone on there, one of the top UK podcasts.
You know when you come out to M&M, you gotta lay it down, and that's exactly what's going to go on here with Grant Murnane today. Oh, he stomps as he comes in. He's making his entrance as Grant Murnane.
I like his shorts. Look at his classic Japanese shorts. The babyface assassin.
And his opponents entering the cage into the red corner, Josh abreu.
Josh Abreu from Leicester Shoot Fighters. Leicester Shoot Fighters are having a standout evening tonight. They're such a good team. They keep... You get a couple of those teams where they do everything right. You know, Leicester Shoot Fighters, they have Dan Hardy, they have Dean Amersinger and Paul Daly turn up sometimes. They have all these top fighters. They've been on Battle Arena since the very beginning. They've got a giant facility. They've got incredibly well-qualified coaches. They bring in some of the best guys in the country to do seminars. You know, I went up there one day just to do a little bit of sparring. Paul and I forgot this. Dan Hardy was on the mats, I remember.
Oh, Oh, you must have had a little bit of...
But a nice little roll.
A little bit of a fanboy moment there.
Yeah, I came off better. But, you know, he's a great fighter.
Really? Oh, he probably did. But Josh Abreu...
I'm a lot heavier.
We have seen him before here at Battle Arena.
Beautiful hair.
He's sporting a little bit more hair than he had last time.
He's technically taller than last time.
Technically, very much so. Good to see him back in the cage. Looks like he's just getting himself ready to go.
All the money he saves on haircuts, he spends on private tuition for jiu-jitsu.
I would hope so.
Introducing the first fighter in the blue corner, weighing 58 kilograms, representing 5 Elements, Grant Murnane.
Big size difference in these two fighters.
He's going to be about 6 pounds.
Fighter in the red corner, weighing 60.3 kilograms. Representing Leicester Shoot Fighters, Josh abreu.
Josh looking very pumped. He's warming up in his corner, throwing some wheel kicks.
Yeah, you got to wonder where he's hoping to land. Or maybe he's hoping to tie the record for the fastest KO. But I think he's going to have a worthy adversary here in Grant Murnane, even though he's making his debut against a skilled fighter.
Grant
in abreu.
In the grey shorts, Grant in the black.
Grant in the grey.
Josh in the black. I know what I meant.
Yes.
Grant very composed, just showing some little feints. This is good. Good to see straight away. He's giving him different looks.
He's falling into the trap though of keeping his hands a bit low.
He is giving him low, but he's giving it. Ooh, snapping front kick. Thinks he's Anderson Silva. Josh, great leg kicks.
Lead check hook. I like how Grant is switching stances, showing different looks. Brings the knee up. Just gets pushed off there by Josh Abreu. Josh, a lot more muscly of the fighters. You gotta think that he'd want to take this to the ground if he gets in any sort of trouble.
Oh, Grant, a little one there, but he was moving away, so it's nowhere near as bad. Grant's good. He's got these little feints, these little fake shoulder movements, and Josh is constantly moving, constantly active.
It's a lot of wasted energy, I find, in Josh Abreu's attack there.
It is, but if you've got the cardio to keep it going.
And you got that hair dancing around on top of your head, too. That's really cool.
I was like TJ Dillashaw is just constantly moving, constantly moving.
There you go. He's fought inside. He's crowding Grant. Man, the speed on these bantamweight fighters. Big kick there.
Grant loves that front kick up the middle. Got a lot on it if he lands it.
Yeah, it does. It almost sticks out there in the night sky.
Oh,
Abreu's coming straight at Grant too. He drops him with a right uppercut.
Big right uppercut. All over.
Abreu did so well there, firing, big hooking shots over the top, and then comes right up Main Street. And that's it. That's the end of the night for Grant Murnane, who was putting out a very good performance, but he's going to have to be checked by the doctors as well because he was dropped rather hard there by that uppercut.
Spot on stoppage, I thought that. Absolutely spot on. Referee was in the right position. I think saw his eyes roll, was in the way before he'd even hit the floor. Huge uppercut. Huge uppercut.
Incredibly powerful there from Josh Abreu. I think is trying to make a case for himself to be fighting for those bantamweight titles in upcoming events. He's definitely got the look, he's got the flair, and he's got the power in that right hand.
Grant looked good up until the point he got uppercutted, but he was moving, throwing feints, good footwork. But Josh with it was a blitz, wasn't it? Coming forward, just 100 different shots, and then a big right uppercut on the end. You could see he dug his feet and planted himself and put a lot of power on that big uppercut.
It's the one that you don't see that gets you. Grant had done so well to keep his shoulders high and to block and keep those hooks off of his head, and the one that came up the middle was the end of it. Here we go to Karsten for the announcement of victory.
Josh showing to take that knockout of the night money and get a haircut.
So after 1 minute and 40 seconds of the very first round, we have your winner. By knockout to the fighter in the red corner, Josh abreu. And please make some noise for Grant Murnane.